Hello folks and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? So my short is just going live for the it's called for the day 4 of the global campaign Dokkan quiz. It's in the shorts feed, and if you're in the Discord, which is in the description, you will be notified as these go live. So we got the update yesterday, and it is today, August 20th. So even if you did go into the Hermit Cat and the Glutton event, you wouldn't be getting the double amount that the news is telling us. You would have still gotten the regular amount. So what they're doing here is that this can be attempted once a day. The Korin side gives you blue tickets. The Yajirobe side gives red tickets. I've missed a day, so I won't have the total amount of red tickets. But I was able to, so far, get all of them. I might miss another day's tickets, depending on my schedule. Now, after the August 20th, which is today's last day, it's one ticket to be obtained per attempt, and then after today's update, the update and the reset today on August 20th, 2 tickets can be obtained per attempt. And then during the live stream, they're going to do Dokkan Roulette, which is probably going to be one of the games that they play on a live stream. Next, the player survey result announcement, which they did now for Dokkan Ultimate Player's Choice Battle, has been revealed. And the question 1 in the Japanese version was medium-long phases. Medium-length battles, 3 phases. And for global, we chose apparently long battles, 5 phases. Okay. Here are the vote percentages for each option. So it was 36.5% for the JP players for option 1, and for the international version, it was 41.2 for option 2. Incredible. Then we have question 2. Number of super text launched increases by 1 with each turn passed, up to 3. Japanese version, it shows option 1 having extremely high attacks starting from phase 1. So the Japanese version, it chose option 3, which is number of super attacks go up to 3 as each turn passed. The international version chose the same. Question 3, the following option received the most in the Japanese version, which is clear the event with only super characters or only extreme class characters. And the international version decided to go with clear the event with 6 characters of the specified category. I cannot say I approve of it, because some categories really need help. So there is going to be 2 different stages. There's going to be stage 1 Japanese version, stage 2 the international version. More chances for Dragon Stones, so there is that as well. Then we have here upcoming content, Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash version 3.0. It has been revamped, and we are getting a Saiyan Saga Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash as the first one for version 3.0. We're getting another stage of Perfect Cooperation Team Battle. This leads me to believe that the upcoming unit is going to be a team unit. Well, at least one of them. Okay? We are getting a event renewal that can only be attempted by Saiyan Saga category characters, a stage for this event, and it is the Master It the Dream technique. This is the Spirit Bomb one, and this is a link leveling stage. So whether or not that changes the amount of attempts to get every day, every 3 7 days, the 3 times. It changes per stage, so that each stage you can attempt 3 times, or it's 3 times for any of the stages. I don't know, but maybe the Saiyan Saga one is just going to be so much higher. I myself would love to level up the Cybermen the ones that are in the Saiyan Saga kind of category. If they don't, I don't know. If they're not in that category whatsoever, what am I supposed to do with it? There's not much left to link level there for me. Then we are getting collection of epic battles, which has been being revamped. There's 2 different perspectives. There's going to be a new support memory in here. Okay, that's interesting to note that there's going to be another support memory in there. Then we are getting burst mode that is going to be available again. So they're redoing burst modes on older events. Whether or not it's going to be for challenge events like we had for the GT Edition, so Ultimate Red Zone, or not, is something else to see. And now we can see here in English exactly what's happening here. So the number of Dragon Stones required to forget a hidden potential skill will be reduced to 1 starting from the next update, which is update 6.5.0. This is the hidden potential system where we need to forget 1 because you chose additional when you need dodge, or you chose crit and you need dodge, or you chose dodge and you need additional, or vice versa, whatever it works with. It's whale territory. It's, most people should just wait until you get a extra from like a free multi where you can exchange it for coins and use it for that kind of thing. So, due to the preparation for adjustments to drop quantities and other changes, the following events will be temporarily unavailable starting from the following date. Which one? The Hermit Cat and the Glutton collection of epic battles, and the starting period is going to be August 20th on today, sometime today. Next, we have here the announcement for the Int LR Trio EZA. This dropped either during the stream or after. I don't know. I don't remember when it happened exactly. I can look here. This was 4 a.m. So this was after the stream. So I have no clue when this happened. I had no clue when I was saying on the live stream that this unit is due for an EZA. Something fierce. So this is a Carnival LR. Carnival LRs do not get increased stats from EZAs. They do get 1 key added to it. So instead of 3 key to 100% attack, defense, and health, it is now 4 key and 200% stats. I wish it would go up to 210% at least, just a little bit more, make it like a support memory kind of thing. Then, so the passive wasn't all that short. So let's see what they did over here and whether or not they're going to be good or not. As usual, I have Ori on Twitter, which is OB Eliezer or something like that. That is the tag on the Twitter, or the handle, whatever it's called over there. Activates the entrance animation when another 2 or more Super Saiyans or movie heroes category allies on team. So this unit is not included. Attacks are effective against all types for 7 turns. Chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate of 40% for 7 turns. And then changes key spheres for 7 turns. Attack to int. We just did the information on the player's choice battle, and this is so annoying. This is so annoying. As a 7-turn unit, oh my goodness. That is a huge amount of damage reduction and critical hit chance to lose after 7 turns. Key plus 3, 250% to stats, 50% chance to dodge, receives an additional 3 key per int key sphere obtained, so each int key sphere is going to be 5 key, and receives an additional 1 key per type key sphere obtained, int excluded. So an extra key per other key sphere that you get, besides for rainbow key spheres. Rainbow key spheres will still count as one. When attacking, 200% attack. When receiving an attack, 200% defense. But there is another Super Saiyans or Movie Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. 200% extra attack, and randomly changes key spheres of a certain type. Check and int excluded to int key spheres. So he's actually generating int key spheres. If it changes where you take all the int key spheres on the board and you have another int unit on the rotation, good luck. But yeah, that happens. For every 3 key spheres obtained, though, launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack up to 3 times within a turn. So you want to just get a maximum of 9 key spheres. And a chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate of 11% up to 33%. I will say I am not excited about this kit at the moment. I am genuinely not excited about this kit. Just not excited about this kit. There's not enough stats. It's gonna hit very hard, but defensively, losing that 40% after 7 turns. Sure, you get 9 key spheres. You have the orb changing, especially also. The critical hit chance and damage reduction rate go up to 73% each. So for 7 turns, great. The orb changing over here from the text to int is also for 7 turns. Let's see what we have. Okay, so the 12th key greatly raises attack and raises defense for 3 turns and causes colossal damage to the enemy. Raises allies' attack and defense by 3% for 3 turns. Okay, I guess. And then the 18th key massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 3 turns and causes a mega loss damage to the enemy. I am very much not finding that this unit is going to be stellar in most scenarios. But that's just me. That is just me. So let's take a look at the details. So Ori has actually given us 3 different builds that'll give us, details here. So we've got first 55%, 1200 defense equips and 60% support. Start of turn 343,456. Not the greatest at all. Of course, you have 73% damage reduction. Again, if you don't have defense, it's not going to help much. When receiving an attack, you get 200%, so that's 1,030,368 defense. With an 18th key, 1.545 million defense. With 1 additional super attack, 1.88, 2, 2.22, 3, 2.56, and 4, 2.9. Again, very, very low. Turn 3 plus with 3 super attack stacks and 18 key stack. Start of turn 855,000. When receiving an attack, now it's a little bit more respectable, 2.5 million. With an 18 key, it's 3 million. With 1 additional, it's 3.42. 2 is 3.76. 3 additionals is 4.1. And 4 additional supers is 4.4. That is semi-decent. Now we get into where some players will have this and many will not. Okay? Because this int LR trio here has not come back more than I think 2 times. I saw on Twitter, the Truth DT pointed that out, that this unit has not been on more than 2 games, aside from his initial one. So we've got here a maxed out with 1200 defense equips and 60% support. So start of turn is 430,000. So that's 90k more. Not the greatest. And that 90k more translates into 260k more defense when receiving an attack. The 18 key 1.9, the one additional 2.3, then 2.7, 3.2 for the third, and a fourth is 3.6. So that's relatively decent defensive abilities with 73% damage reduction. Some of these red zones is just not, or Supreme Magnificent Battles, it's just not going to work. Turn 3 plus with 3 super attack stacks and 18 key stack. Start of turn is 1,071,000. When receiving an attack, that jumps to 3.2. So that is now starting to show some of the abilities here. 18 key, 3.8, one additional 4.2, 4.7 for the second, 5.1 for the third, and 5.5 for the fourth. This is with 1200 defense equipment. In equipment. Not each one having 1200 defense, but a total amount of 1200 defense. Then we have here the maxed out with 3000 in defense equipments, plus 60% support. So the start of turn jumps by less than 20,000. When receiving an attack, 1.349. Yeah, it's not such a great difference. I wouldn't go crazy on the equipments for this character with this in mind. It's not that much. Wow, it's not even 100k with the 18 key. Or, yeah. Alright, so 18 key is 2 million. One additional 2.4, most 2.5. Second one is 2.9. Third one is 3.3. The fourth one is 3.8. Turn 3 and more with 3 super attack stacks and an 18 key stack. Start of turn is 1.119. And that's barely 48,000 more. 48,200 more at the start of turn. So we're receiving an attack 3.359, 18 key, that jumps to 4 million. And one additional 4.4, second 4.9, third is 5.3, and the fourth is 5.8. I would not consider this a absolutely amazing unit. I wouldn't even attempt to get him if the fact is that this unit fits on a bunch of teams and will be really good as a upgrade to the team, but as a unit itself, they could have done so much more with this unit. Again, there's orb changing involved. There is going to be 73% damage reduction here, but after 7 turns, useless. So it's a very short fight that you're going to be able to use this unit to its maximum potential. And I don't think that 5 million defense is really going to be good enough in some of these fights, especially if there's a crit that ignores 100% defense. Yeah, the 73% damage reduction is nice. The 73% chance to crit is nice, but I really don't think 7 turns is a normal thing for the crit chance and crit damage reduction to be. That's all. The changing key spheres for 7 turns, that's fine. The effective against all types for 7 turns, that is fine. But the damage reduction, I don't like that there is a time limit on that. So, we're almost here at the end of the video, and there is one more thing to go over. So, we have these announcements that the Dokkan Twitter has put out, and of course Facebook, and all their social media outlets, basically, Hashtag #1 Dokkan Battle, here we come. A new video series is out. Check it out here. Okay, so we can go check it out. Yeah, I'm not going to put on the sound because I don't want copyright strikes. Reading Dragon Ball. Something big is about to begin. Dokkan Battle, here she comes. Okay. Then we have here the part 2. Mind you, this is still the tutorial. These are the teasers that we're getting for the Global Dokkan Campaign. With a simple tap, you shot a Kamehameha, okay? And a special beam cannon. Yeah. I guess this tutorial has been extremely changed. So this is, of course... I'm trying to see if the Goku there has... He still has his boots on. So... that might be... I don't know. I don't know. People are saying that this is going to be a Saiyan Saga countdown, but it might be a Planet Namek Saga celebration. I honestly don't know. That's going to be it for the video, folks. Thank you all so much for coming to watch. I hope you all enjoyed. Most of all, please let me know your thoughts on the EZA for this unit. Do you think he's going to be great? Do you think he's going to be good? Do you think he will be able to last more than a couple of months in any meta? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you are new here or you aren't already, please consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goshin signing off.